DNA tests confirm the bodies of journalist Aserie Ndlovu and his partner Zodwa Ndluli. Cold weather is on the way to South Africa, bringing icy conditions, snow and rough seas. Johannesburg's new bomb squad, its mission to stop the city's rot. And the American dream is over for people from 12 countries. Donald Trump makes sure they're not welcome. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
EWN, in touch, in tune and independent.
Batten down the hatches. The country is in for a cold, wet and windy weekend. The Weather Office says a well-developed cold front is expected to make landfall early Saturday morning. Light snowfall is also likely over the Western Cape Mountains and the southern high-lying areas of the Northern Cape. The Weather Service is also warning of damaging winds in KwaZulu-Natal. The weekend cold front is expected to bring icy conditions, snow and rough seas across inland and coastal provinces. Temperatures in Gauteng are expected to remain low, with some weather centres warning of the possibility of light snow next week.
We remain on high alert, monitoring all 7 regions of the city, especially our vulnerable community, our informal settlements throughout the city, to ensure that we can be able to respond to any emergencies which might occur due to these extremely cold temperatures.
The families of missing journalist Aserie Ndlovu and his partner Zodwa Ndluli can finally move forward with burial plans following the positive identification of skeletal remains discovered on the border of Limpopo and Gauteng last month. After extensive tests and analysis, police have positively linked the remains to the missing couple. They vanished in February this year. One of the suspects led police to the area where the remains were found.
The SAPS has already notified both families and is pleased to have assisted to provide closure to both families.
Police have made 8 arrests in this matter, and the accused face various charges, including murder, kidnapping, and possession of stolen property. Police in Gauteng say despite improved efforts to fight crime in the province, kidnapping is on the rise. Provincial Police Commissioner Tommy Tombeni delivered the fourth quarter crime statistics for the 2024-25 financial year today. He says kidnappings have increased by more than 15% during this period. He says a majority of these cases are linked to hijacking, robbery, extortion, and human trafficking.
Through our collaboration and through the link of the National Anti-Kidnapping Team Counterintelligence, the province has arrested 88 suspects linked to 62 cases of kidnapping and rescued 77 victims of kidnapping during the period under review. The
good news is that there were 8,000 fewer counts of serious crimes for the 3 months under review. Contact crimes have dropped by more than 8%, and within this category, the murder rate declined by almost 11%. Murdered 14-year-old Luca Forser is being remembered by family and friends at a memorial service in Johannesburg's West Rand. Police continue investigating her gruesome death.
What happened to Forser is a reminder that we still have a long way in creating a society that respects, values, voices of all individuals. We are not done talking about Kwekwe, boom, Ulerato. We are not done talking about Ulerato, boom, Luca Forser. How many more? How many more until you are satisfied? How many more?
Forser's body was found naked from the waist down with cuts on her upper and lower body. While no arrests have been made, police are investigating a case including hate crime and Muti-related crime. Also being remembered today at the South African State Theatre in Pretoria for a second memorial service is Presley Chwene Yachai. The 40-year-old actor died last week due to respiratory issues.
We have lost a person who was changing the world of artists. We have lost a person who was hiring artists.
Joburg is to get a bomb squad. That's a task team consisting of seasoned public servants brought in to rescue the metro from its current state of decline. Its main objective is to oversee and ensure the effective implementation of the city's service delivery plans.
Members of the Johannesburg Bomb Squad will comprise of Mr. Blake Lefatula, Mr. Mavela Dlamini, former city manager and executive of the city of Johannesburg, Mr. Trevor Fowler, former city manager of Johannesburg and executive.
ANC veteran Zikalala will be the only member receiving a salary, while the rest of the team is volunteering their services. The Craddock 4 inquest has returned to the court this morning after 2 days of unconventional sittings. The court has been on an in loco inspection with families of the anti-apartheid activists, showing the court's significant locations linked to the four men's lives and their assassination. Matthew Goniwe, Fort Galata, Sparrow Mkonto and Sicelo Mhlauli were abducted by Special Branch Police in 1985. Their charred remains were found in several spots around what was then Port Elizabeth.
First of all, it was an opportunity to relate the story. And it's part of the healing process just to relate the story. And indeed, it's actually opening wounds which have actually healed. It's actually also good for the families, more especially the sons of these fallen heroes, to know exactly where it actually happened. Just that connection.
2 suspects have been arrested in connection with the murder of IFP member Keta Mabala Sithole. Sithole was shot and killed last week during a meeting at the Buyafuti hostel in Katlehong in the East Rand. Following the incident, a task team was established to probe the shooting, which also left 2 others injured.
2 suspects have been arrested and charged with murder and 2 counts of attempted murder following the incident which took place at Buyafuti hostel in Katlehong on the 31st of May 2025 at about 5:30 in the afternoon.
In the United States, President Donald Trump has ordered an investigation into claims of a, quote, conspiracy to cover up Joe Biden's declining cognitive health during his time in office. A presidential memorandum release says this conspiracy marks one of the most dangerous and concerning scandals in American history. The probe is the latest in a long-running campaign by Trump to discredit his predecessor. Republicans have long claimed that Biden was suffering from intellectual decline, even as the White House pressed ahead with presidential decrees during his term. Trump has also signed a new travel ban targeting 12 countries, which includes Afghanistan, Iran, Yemen, Congo, Brazzaville, and Sudan. He's also imposed a partial ban on travelers from 7 other countries, including Burundi, Cuba, Sierra Leone, and Venezuela. The ban will not apply to athletes competing in the 2026 World Cup, which the United States is co-hosting with Canada and Mexico. Zambia's former president, Edgar Lungu, has died aged 68. His family and political party, the Patriotic Front, announced the news of his passing this afternoon. The PF says Lungu had been receiving specialized medical treatment in a clinic in Tshwane, South Africa. Lungu, a trained military officer and lawyer, held power for almost 7 years until 2021, when veteran opposition leader and current president, Hakainde Hichilema, won elections by a landslide. He had said he planned to run for president again in the 2026 elections. Springbok and Stormers fly half Sasha Feinberg Ngomezulu has been named as South Africa's URC Player of the Season for 24-25. Feinberg Ngomezulu beat competition from Bulls prop Wilco Low and loose forward Cameron Honeycomb to win the prize after a stellar year with the Cape franchise, whose campaign ended in a quarter-final defeat to the Glasgow Warriors last week. Congratulations to him. We'll leave you with that and see you again tomorrow.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.